Hello and welcome to Verdictum. I am Ananya Singh and you're watching today's legal news, where we take you through the latest legal developments across the country. Let's take a look at the headlines. Supreme Court upholds Delhi High Court decision to limit visits by kin and counsel of prisoners. Special courts empowered to try serving as well as former legislators, Delhi High Court observes while rejecting Manjinder Singh Sirsa's plea. Allahabad High Court stays criminal proceedings against RLD Chief Jayant Chaudhary. Delhi High Court grants Centre 2 weeks to respond to PIL on AI and Deepfake regulation. Now the headlines in detail. The Supreme Court today endorsed a ruling by the Delhi High Court, affirming its decision to restrict visits by prisoners' families, friends and legal counsels to twice a week. The decision comes by a bench comprising Justice Bela M. Trivedi and Justice Pankaj Mithal. The bench expressed its reluctance to intervene with the decision of the High Court, deeming it a policy decision. The Delhi High Court, in its decision dated February 16, 2023, defended the limitations, citing careful consideration of prison facilities, staff availability, and the number of under-trials. The court stressed that in matters of policy, courts refrain from substituting their judgments for those of the government unless the decision is deemed completely arbitrary. The court emphasized on the non-adversarial nature of the petition filed by Advocate Jay Anand Dehadrai that challenged certain provisions of the Delhi Prison Rules 2018. The High Court, however, allowed the petitioner to submit suggestions to the state in interest of the prisoners. In a significant development, the Delhi High Court dismissed the plea filed by BJP leader and former member of Legislative Assembly, Manjinder Singh Sirsa. The plea contended that Sirsa could not be tried by a special court designated for cases against members of parliament and MLAs, as the plea against Sirsa was filed after he ceased to be an MLA. The High Court, while referencing several orders from the Apex Court, asserted that special courts were established to address cases involving legislators, whether they are presently in office or former representatives. The case was presided over by Justice Swarnkanta Sharma, who upheld the trial court's decision to dismiss Sirsa's plea, seeking a transfer or the return of the complaint, citing a lack of jurisdiction. The court further highlighted that the intent of the special courts was to try offences alleged against both sitting and former MPs and MLAs, and the Supreme Court did not restrict special courts to trying offences only when accused was a sitting legislator at the time of commission of the alleged offence. The Allahabad High Court, exercising its power under Section 482 of the Code of Criminal Procedure, issued a stay on criminal proceedings initiated by a local court in Gautam Budh Nagar against Rashtriya Lok Dal Chief Jayant Chaudhary. The charges against Chaudhary alleged violations of the Model Code of Conduct and COVID-19 norms during the 2022 Uttar Pradesh Assembly polls. The counsel for Chaudhary argued that his client was merely accompanying Akhilesh Yadav, against whom criminal proceedings have already been halted by a coordinate bench of the High Court. Justice Sanjay Kumar Singh responded to the plea and exercised the High Court's inherent power to stay criminal proceedings. The court instructed the state government's counsel to submit a reply within the next 4 weeks. The court also granted 2 weeks for the applicant's counsel to file rejoinder affidavit. The case will be taken up for hearing after 6 weeks now. Notably, the case originated from an FIR registered against former CM of Uttar Pradesh Akhilesh Yadav, Jayant Chaudhary and several others at the Dadri police station in Greater Noida in 2022. The allegations included various sections of the Indian Penal Code and the Epidemic Diseases Act, accusing them of violating the Model Code of Conduct and COVID-19 norms. A charge sheet was subsequently filed in October 2022. The Delhi High Court has granted the central government 2 weeks to respond to a public interest litigation concerning the absence of regulations for artificial intelligence and deepfake technologies in the nation. The PIL urges a direction to the government to identify and block websites providing access to AI and deepfakes, while also seeking establishment of comprehensive guidelines for the regulation of these emerging technologies. The PIL was placed before a bench comprising the Acting Chief Justice Manmohan and Justice Manmeet P.S. Arora, who highlighted the vast dimensions of the matter and expressed the belief that the Union of India would be best equipped to frame rules in response to the PIL. The bench suggested that the centre should have the opportunity to apply its expertise in addressing the multifaceted challenges associated with AI and deepfake technologies. The court then scheduled the next hearing in the matter for February 19th. During a previous hearing in the matter, a bench of Acting Chief Justice Manmohan and Justice Mini Pushkarna acknowledged the complexity of the issue, stating that these are challenging areas to address, and stressed the importance of understanding technology's significance and recognizing its benefits in certain aspects. That was all on today's legal news. Thank you and keep watching Verdictum, and subscribe to our channel and download the Verdictum app on iOS and Android to keep yourself updated with authentic legal news.